Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. What a spin. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a touchdown. Odell Beckham, 49 yards. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. And that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end in Njoku. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. David Njoku, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets around him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. They go play action. Now Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paul Krause. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jerry Rice, 30 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Madden elites heading back onto the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he will score. It's a touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Madden elites, they extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. A gain of 39 that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Curse in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive 1st half to get that lead. For a right side, going to be complete to Moss. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. On second down, Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ricky Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And he's able to put it through. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
That will be brought down by the Colts. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A handoff to Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Left, 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 left. Z.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Randy Moss, 47 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And this will be a touchdown. David Njoku, 59 yards. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. To return, it's Peppers. Fancy footwork at the 45. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Over the middle to Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ogletree in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Mahomes now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Green, 90. Green.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Barkley. And now running right through it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Eighth. Green, 90.
Now Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Jerry Rice, open right side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Parkey's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, Vic. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll hand it off now. Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Michael Vick. Over the middle, complete. It's Neal. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Hey, let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick.
2nd down, Vic. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run it with Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Throwing, Vic. And incomplete here on third down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
For the first time with Ricky Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And Sanders now to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Vic. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Vic will look to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fair.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bruce Smith coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. 3rd and long for Vic. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Hey, let's go!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Williams, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out to Williams, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Vic. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go!
On the ground, this is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Vic readies to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's it for the first half. 2 more. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 55 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, the spin. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jerry Rice, 56 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Vick on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Vick. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand, and it just whistles to the receiver.
Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a second down throw for Vick. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run it with Williams. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. To return, it's Peppers. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now here's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Gerald McCoy coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Mahomes. Airing it out deep for Smith. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Out to his left. Smith catches left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. First down now, but that clock rolling. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Forced out to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this
is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Vick to throw it. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A Raider first down, 17 yards. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go! Green, 39! Green!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he's got his man, Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Green 90. Green 90. Slow. Left.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Working from the gun, Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the Patriots coming out now. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He got 29 yards that time. Well, that catch was not so immaculate, but it does move the sticks.
Oh, I hear what you're doing right there. You talk about Franco Harris and one of the all-time great catches in NFL history. The immaculate reception. Franco, a 4-time Super Bowl champ, that helped contribute to it that game against the Raiders.
Finished his career with 307 catches. I don't think you'd see that number from a fullback in today's NFL. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Last stop. Last stop.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Foxborough after this. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Flushed out right. Escapes the sack. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Ready, blue 45.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Left, 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 left. Slow.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the counter, here's Williams. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, it's Peppers. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a play fake here on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, it's McCoy. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gould is able to put it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they need to go out there and do their part.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cam Chancellor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Javon Curse in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to get it running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they'll go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Mahomes. Complete to Hilton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And they'll go on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ace! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z!
Mahomes going to throw it here. They shakes him off. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes going to throw. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a handoff looking right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, there we see one reason why Bruce Smith was a first-ballot Hall of Famer. As disruptive a defensive force as there ever was, 200 career sacks, 2 more than my college teammate Reggie White.
He was the #1 overall pick, Bruce Smith, back in '85, and part of course, those Bills teams that went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.